Hello, everybody. Welcome to Masterpiece Show. Tonight, as always, we are going to have another very, very special guest in our show. It's my pleasure to introduce one of the most talented and awesome former EHI Tech students, Sebastián Gallegos. Sebastián, welcome to Masterpiece Show.
Thank you very much, Mauricio, for that introduction. Good night to all the people that is in this program.
Thank you so much, Sebastian, for accepting this invitation. Well, before we start with this wonderful interview, let me send special greetings to all people who are watching this show around the world. We want to send special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Canada, the USA, Mexico, Panama, Trinidad and Tobago, Colombia, Peru, Brazil, Argentina, Paraguay, and of course here in Ecuador. We want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Australia, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, and China. Thank you so much for your kind messages, and thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. We want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Europe, the Netherlands, England, Scotland, Austria, Italy, and Germany, and of course in Spain. Thank you so much for your messages and thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. Well, before we start with this awesome interview, we want to welcome our sponsors. All right, so here we go. Welcome, Class Pro. Thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. Remember, if you need advisory for educational and social projects, ClassPro is the best option for you. ClassPro also offers you training for standardized tests such as KET, PET, FCE, and TOEFL. ClassPro offers you document translations from English to Spanish, French, Italian, Portuguese, and German. ClassPro also offers you academic consulting. If you need help for your thesis, English learning, linguistics, and applied linguistics, remember that ClassPro is the best option for you. ClassPro is located at Centro Artesanal on the first floor, corridor number 1, store 105. If you want to talk to the CEO of ClassPro, you can make an appointment in advance. There you are, the cell phone number to contact Master Pablo Mejia Maldonado, the CEO of Class Projects. We want to welcome Yanapana Project. Yes, Yanapana Project offers you online Spanish and English tutoring. Yanapana Project offers you document translations and also academic consulting. And Yanapana Project is also promoting this new service. If you are learning Spanish or if you are learning English and you like to practice, so Yanapana Project offers you this new service, the chat rooms. Yes, and the price is very reasonable for all people. So if you need to practice English or Spanish, remember that Yanapana Project is offering this new service, the chat rooms. If you need more information about Yanapana, you can get more information on social media sites on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Yanapana project also is recruiting some volunteers. If you are interested in becoming a volunteer, Yanapana project is the best option for you. So if you need more information about how to become a volunteer at this wonderful project, you can get more information at www.yanapanaproject.org. All right. And as I told you at the beginning of this program. Today, we are going to have the opportunity to talk to Sebastián Gallegos. Sebastián Gallegos is a geologist and he is a former IH Tech student. Sebastián was the winner of the American Geophysical Union Fall Meeting 2020 prize. So today, Sebastian is going to tell us about his experience as a former IH Tech student, and he is going to tell us about this awesome recognition. So, Sebastian, again, welcome to our program. And well, let's start. Sebastian, can you tell us a little bit more about your academic background, please?
Yes, yes, of course. Okay, uh, about, for example, my primary school. Okay, I took my primary school at the Escuela Eugenio Espejo, was in the center of Quito. When I finished at the school, this one moved to Pomaski, I guess. I don't remember well. The secondary school I took at the south of Quito in the Unidad Educativa Paulo VI. I was originally going to study in Colegio Benalcázar, but the school was a long way from my home, and I had to get up early. Now, maybe now my story would be different if I had studied at this school.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, probably. Yeah, probably, yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Sebas, for telling us that part of your academic background. All right, so Sebastian, now let's talk about just your experience as a Yachay Tech student, and also how was your experience at this major. So you are a great geologist. So can you tell us a little bit more about your experience as a IH Tech student and about your major? Can you tell us a little bit more about that, please?
Okay, yeah, of course. Okay, the experience at the Tech, okay, is it's really interesting. It's different. One part of the experience is different when you are in the common core, and the experience change completely when you enter to the career at 5 semester. At the Tech, I had an academic and personal experience that I think I could not have gotten in any other university, maybe here in the country. Teachers at the Tech, more than being your mentors, are your friends. They are people with whom you can have any kind of conversation and not only limit to the academic part. So, with regard, for example, to the teaching, without confidence is excellent. In that way, it's excellent in all the semesters. The way that the professor teach is very different from what exists that I say in another universities. The teachers have the right way to motivate the students to move forward in the career with with your dreams and something like that. Okay, so something with regard to my major. Okay, I graduated as a geologist. During my university career, I had um, several field trips. It's an interesting story because in the first time I'm not going to follow geology. I'm going to follow nanotechnology because I like all of that things to build robots, something like that. I love mechatronics also, but I like to be in the field. I don't like too much to be in a desk in a chair and see it behind of the computer. So I prefer to change to geology, and I think that was the best option that I took in the university.
Wow, what an interesting story. Yes, so well, in the past you were going to choose another major, but at the end you decided, and I think you did you sorry, you made your best decision. So yeah, I think that your career is so interesting, geology. All right, but let me tell you that here we have a chat with some Yache Tech students who are watching this show right now. So they would like to know a little bit more, and they have some questions for you. Sebastian, they are new students, and they are asking how challenging can be studying at Yachay Tech for new students. I don't know, from your experience, what can you say about studying at Yachay Tech? Is it very challenging? What about that? They want to know that.
Okay, Uh, the challenging part depends of each person in the way that, for example, in Yachik Tech, you are going to be independent. You are not going to have a father, a mother that say, Luis, Sebastian, it's time to do your homework, something like that, or here is the food, something like that. No, you are going to be independent of your food, your life, your homework, your classes, all. So this the first important part here of the challenge. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Mm, that's a really important part. With respect to the to study, I, I I could say that the study part is not really difficult enough. All universities are difficult. Okay, that's right. Study is difficult. Takes too much time. You are not going to sleep very well many nights. Okay, but that's the way to study. That's the way to match your dreams. So I think the very challenging part is to learn how to be independent and responsible with your studies.
Yes, that's right. Yes. Well, as you mentioned before, sometimes you can find something that is a little bit difficult or hard to do, but not impossible. And Sebastian is a clear example of that. So then we are going to continue talking about this important recognition that he received, but that will be later. All right, we have here another interesting question. From your experience, which subject was it the most difficult for you in your career?
Which subject? Okay, well, maybe could be in the career, could be mineralogy, petrology, maybe. That class, that subject could be the most difficult because we need to remember too much names of minerals. We need to remember certain formulas of that kind of mineral to identify that mineral in a rock. It's a really interesting part, but it's really interesting to apply that knowledge that you learn in the class in the field, because in the field you are alone. In geology you are alone in the field, so you need to apply all you learn in the class. And it's the mineralogy, petrology, it's really difficult, but it's a really important part in the geology.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for your answers. And we have here another question. Ivan says, Sebas, you mentioned before the field trips. Okay, can you tell us a little bit more about your field trips? Which places, what places did you visit? And did you enjoy it? That is what Ivan asked.
Oh, okay. Field trips, okay. Field trips are the the most part that you are going to be in geology career. So, for example, I traveled all the Sierra in Ecuador. We go to the Costa, some part of the Oriente. I can say that I traveled field trips all the Sierra, all the provinces of the Sierra. We go to Manabí. We went to Bahía de Caracas, Loja, Zamora, all the things. All the interesting parts of geology of Ecuador are in the south, because in the south part of Ecuador you can study the past. How can I say this? The really past of Ecuador, because you can see how the coast is under the water in the past, and you can identify that with different layers that you found in an outcrop. So, for example, with respect to field trips, you travel all the Ecuador, especially in a subject that is called geology of Ecuador. So, you are going to travel all the Ecuador for 2 weeks.
Wow, that sounds really, really interesting.
Mm.
Okay. Thank you so much for your answers. And well, there you are. If you want to become a geologist, look, you are going to find that this career is really, really awesome. I know any other career can be a little bit hard or difficult, but not impossible. But you are going to enjoy and you are going to have fun with your friends, with your professors as well during the field trips. Okay, that is another good reason to study this wonderful career. Okay, very good. Okay, well, so now, Sebas, we would like to know a little bit more about this important recognition. Well, as I mentioned at the beginning of this show, Sebastian was the winner of this important recognition, the American Geophysical Union Fall Meeting 2020. Can you tell us a little bit more about this important recognition, please?
Yes, of course. Okay, I won, or I was being recognized with the OSPA, that is the Outstanding Student Presentation Award of the AGU Fall Meeting 2020, that was realized in December, in the last December month. So in this case, I participated in the near surface geophysics section. I presented my thesis project that in this moment I'm writing a manuscript to publish that in a scientific paper. But in this case, this project is focused in the recovery of cultural heritage of Ecuador, and especially of Imbabura, that is localized around Yachaitec, or in the territory of Yachaitec. So, for example, I don't know. I can talk about the project at all. The project born in the moment when I was taking geophysics, applied geophysics. I remember that was in 7th or 8th semester, and we are walking near the IST Institute, and we see that, for example, when the trucks are opening the ways to build different buildings, something like that. That happens that the trucks found in the moment that the trucks open the way, you can find a different kind of skeletons, human remains, ceramics, something like that. So in that moment, the problem is that the archaeologists need to go to recover this in an appropriate way. But the problem what is the building process of the city is stopped for a long time. So in this way, I try to find a way to identify these spots of human remains with anticipation, without breaking something, bones or ceramics. So in this way, I use the applied geophysics, the geophysics part. In this, I used three different geophysical methods that are called electrical resistivity tomography, magnetometry, and I I forgot the name in English, is radar de penetración terrestre, GPR.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I forgot the name. So I use these three different geophysical methods to identify spots with human remains. I worked with archaeologists. The archaeologists know where are the areas of archaeological importance. So I work in that areas. In this way, I identify different spots with I don't know, almost 100% of certain that there will be a human remain. So in this case, I presented these results in the AGU fall meeting. And in this way, with this thesis project, I received this recognition. That's suppose that is going to be a second part of this project because we need to confirm with an excavation, archaeological excavation, that these human remains are there. But just at that moment, the pandemic happened.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes. Well, first of all, Sebas, we want to congratulate you because you are an outstanding student, and we are very proud of you because many times when our Yachitech students get an important recognition, they always keep in mind the hard work that they did the time when they were students at Yachitech. So, and as I really admire when you said that Yachitech is unique, it's completely different from other universities. But yeah, that is true because all our Tech students are working very hard to do research. They are working on publications, and most of them are studying their master's degree around the world. So yeah, this is something really awesome. And congratulations again, Sebastian, for this important recognition. Yeah, we are very, very proud of you. Keep on going. You are a great person, a great student, and we wish you all the best for your projects.
Thank you very much, Mauricio.
All right, very good. Well, here we have a question for you, Sebas, and well, one of my students is asking, so is it, or I mean, how did you apply to this program, and is it very challenging or competitive for Ecuadorians to be part of this program?
To the AGU fall meeting.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Okay, how I apply? Okay, first, how I know about this Congress meeting. I know all of this for my tutor, my tutor thesis. In this case, she was Elisa Pispa. She was an excellent teacher. she always told to me about all of these kind of congress, all of these kind of meetings, international meetings, something like that. So she always told me that you need to apply to these meetings. You maybe can want something, or you can be no around the world, or or you can contact someone to in your future career, something like that. So I know about this meeting by my ex tutor or by teacher. The challenging part is not really challenging. As, for the Ecuadorian people, it's not really challenging. You only need to apply because in the AGPAL meeting, you all the people of the world is received. They have a lot of different kind of sections where you can apply your project to present in different kind of presentations, a poster presentation, an oral presentation, anything. It's not really a challenging part. In this case, for example, in the last AGU fall meeting, we participate only three Ecuadorians, me and other two friends. Only three Ecuadorians in all the participants. And maybe I don't know why happened this, because I think not all the people here in Ecuador know about this meeting, and this is a really important meeting in the geoscience. So challenging is not really challenging. You only need to have a good project, have good talent to express your project to other people, to present your project, to sell your project, something like that, and nothing more. It's challenging part. No, only be the best in what you are doing.
Yes, that's right. Yes. That's right. And of course, they have to have the strong desire to participate in this important program. Yes. Thank you so much, Sebastian, for sharing this important information with all our Yache Tech students. Many other questions for you, but we are going to ask you little by little. Here we have some pictures that you sent us, and we would like to know a little bit more. Let's see. Can you tell us a little bit more about this picture?
Oh, that picture. Okay, that is the first picture that I took when I go to Yacha. I went to Yacha. This is the first photograph that I took when I go to Yacha. It's a really important picture because it's my first room. It's important to me because it shows me how it all starts. My start in Yacha. I was not very well, very lively at that time. I'm not in a very good way in my life in that times. They were bad times in my life, but now everything is much better. But it's good. I put that picture because it's good to remember how was my beginning at Yachai Tech, and I think that could be important to all the people that graduate from Yachai Tech to remember how all it starts. Because when you enter to Yachai Tech, you feel that you are one person, but when you are ending your career at Yachai, you feel that you literally transform to another better person. It's really, really interesting that part.
Thank you. I really like your answers because when you talk about your memories, you always have some important things to tell us. For you, every moment was very special at the HA Tech, and you have a reason for that. A good reason to tell us that. Here I have another question for you, Sebas, and our Yache Tech students are asking, Sebastian, how difficult or how challenging can be for new students to share your space or your room with other Yache Tech students.
Okay, yeah, that's a really interesting experience. It's difficult. Sometimes it depends. It depends because it depends of what kind of partners you have in your room. There are people that, for example, not don't like to sleep in a room with other people. So, for example, in my experience, for example, in that room that is in the photograph, it's my first room. So I sleep in the I don't remember the name of the in the second part of the litera. So I sleep in that way, and I have two friends in that room that are snoring too loud, are snoring too loud all the night, and it's really really difficult to sleep in that way. But for example, in that way is difficult. In other way could be difficult. For example, when you need to clean the room, or you need to maintain clean the bathrooms or the kitchen. Some in the first part could be difficult if you not talk with your partners, with your roomies, to maintain all of that, to make a plan. It's necessary to make a plan to with everyone to maintain all clean, something like that. Uh, I think there could be a challenging part when you cannot choose where to live. There are
Mhm.
moments in Yachay where you can have the opportunity to choose where to live and with roomies. So in that way, you can choose. I want to live with my best friend or my best friend of the career or something like that. So in that part, it's really good. To it's not it does it's not really challenging that part. But when you enter to Yacha, it's really challenging. Uh, don't be afraid about that. You can make new friends and you are going to be independent, as I say. So you are going to new your new responsibilities.
That's right. Yes, that's right. Probably the most important here is to make agreements with your roommates and yeah, and talk about the rules that that have to be followed by all of them, and that's it. Yeah, the most important here is to talk to each other and make agreements. Yes, and of course, I think our Tech students have more nice experiences to share with all of us. All right, very good. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for the question. Okay, we have here another picture, Sebastian, and this wonderful picture. Why is this picture very special for you?
Wow, okay. That picture is really special for me because it's the first party that I had in the geology school or in the geo family because that picture reflects the meaning of what geo family is. It is one of the many meetings we have had at the School of Geology with students and teachers to celebrate and publicize the new students of the school in that semester. So in that picture is my case that I was the new student in the career in the school. And in this case, the image was like my integration. Okay, something like that. In this image, there are also people from other guest schools, other schools like I don't remember well chemistry maybe I don't remember well how many people are there, but other people and teachers of other schools, and I love that of the I love that friendship that exists in the Geo family. If you choose geology for your career, for sure you are going to have really good friends for much time, and you are going to understand why we call geofamily or why we always put in a photography, in a publish, in a history, geofamily. It's a really important word for us. Here
Well,
I
yes.
understand. Yeah.
Yes, Sebas. Yeah, this is a really nice picture, and yeah, it's really nice to know the meaning for you. It's really special for you, yeah. And I really like Geo Family. Yeah, what a nice name. And yeah, only when you started this career, you are going to realize about the importance of this wonderful career. So, since we know that our EHTech students are watching this not only doing research or working on your publishings, but also you will have time to share good moments with your friends, not only from your career, but you can share good moments with people from other careers. Yeah, so like Geo Family. Yes, this is what Sebas did. All right, very good. Thank you, Sebas, for sharing that. Yeah, I really like this picture. Okay, now we have here another picture. Wow, this is really awesome. What about this picture, Sebas?
Well, okay. That's okay. I love that picture. That picture, this photograph is from 10 years ago. There I am with my best friend. He's like my brother, and we are climbing the Cotopaxi volcano. This picture is important to me because more than the experience that means to be there, it was like the first approach to my interest to know what science was like behind a volcano. So, for example, this formation, eruption, death, something like that. And for example, that in maybe in that experience or in that picture is when my curiosities about the geology start to arise to born. It's a really interesting picture, and I love to camping. I love to climbing. I don't know. I can tell how I feel when I see that picture. It's really important to me.
Yeah, definitely. It is a nice picture with a great meaning for our special guest. Yeah, wow. Good moments with your friends, with these awesome experiences. Yeah, this is really nice. Well, I have never climbed a mountain like that, like a Cotopaxi, but I think that it should be really awesome to be maybe on the top of this wonderful mountain. But yeah, it's really awesome. Okay, thank you so much, Sebas, for sharing this wonderful information with all of us. Tell us a little bit more about this.
Okay, that picture. That picture, it's interesting. In that photograph, that picture, it's from almost 3 years ago, yeah, more or less, something like that. There, I am using a geophysical method called the electrical resistivity tomography that I said before in the applied geophysics class. But that image is important because that's where my thesis project began. I start doing this project without realizing that it could later become my thesis project. Because in that moment, that's only a project for the class, for a score. But in that way, I'm not realizing that in the future is the project that are going to give me that recognition. For example, that international recognition. So I like this image because it reflects the beginning of who I am now as a professional, and it is also the beginning of my future in science.
All right, that sounds really interesting. Well, yeah, that is something really interesting. And now we have another interesting picture. Okay, what about this, Sebas? Can you tell us a little bit more about this, please?
Yes, of course. That picture is in the Chota Valley. That picture reflects too much about what is field trip in geology. I love that picture. That image is about 2 years ago, I remember. There you can see a GPS and a map that we had to fill by mapping a large area of square kilometers in the Chota Valley. So there were literally applied all our previously acquired knowledge because that was in a subject that is called mapping, simple mapping. So in the apply, you need to apply the previous knowledge that you acquired in the field or in previous courses. It was a couple of great weeks out of the university, completely out university, camping, waking up 7 a.m., 6 a.m., go to walk all the Chota Valley, all the mountains, all the Chota Valley, and in middle of the day, maybe eat something little, maybe more water, not too much to eat, but walk, see the outcrops, map, take GPS points, uh, take samples, take photographs, take your notes. It's a really interesting pictures. Wow, I don't know. It's really interesting to me. It's really interesting. It's really appreciated to me that picture because it reflects a lot of days with sun, with rain, with camping, with your family. Well, I don't know. There are 2 weeks literally out of the university. Literal. Imagine 2 weeks out of the university camping in a way where in a place where you not have anything more to do than see the outcrops and see the sky, something like that. I don't know. It's really interesting.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, that from your comfort zone. because you are going to explore and you are going to get new adventures over there. Of course, you are going to continue doing research or maybe working or learning in the field. So yeah, that is something interesting. Very, very good. Thank you so much. And you remember everything, every place, every important part of these pictures. Yeah. By the way, we want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in the Chora Valley. Thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. All right, and now we have a question for you, and the question is, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you see this picture?
Oh, that picture. Okay, in that picture, I was in the primary school. The school had an estate where they took us as recreation, a recreation exit.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I don't know, but that's when my love of living more abroad, more in the nature began. My love for traveling, my love for camping,
Right.
walking away from the city. Maybe in that moment, start that love. Explore the nature and the most remote places in the world. I don't know. Every time that I see that picture, I only want to take my tent and go camping or go away. Maybe for that reason I
Mhm.
like to live here in Urkuki than the other city. I am from Quito, so I come here to Yachay, and at the first way, I love that Yachay is in a place that is far, far away from a city, from a big city. And Urkuki is a really good place to pass here, maybe with more, with where it is a place where you can take calm of the city, of the busy, of the noise of the city.
Mhm.
I love that.
Yes, that's right. Yes, Urguki is a really, really awesome town, and it's very, very quiet. You are very close to nature, and well, and the landscape is so, so beautiful. By the way, we want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching at this show in Urguki. Thank you so much for your support. We know that there are many Tech students who like to stay there in this wonderful town. So yeah, we know that that town is very, very nice. Okay, thank you so much. And the last question, um, with the same the same question for the next picture. All right, Sebastian, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you see this picture?
The, the first thing that comes to my mind is I am studying in the biblioteca, studying in the biblioteca
Library?
until but library, yeah, studying in the library until, for example, 3 a.m. of the morning, and exit the library and walk to my home. That is the first thing that come because I post so much time, not really too much, but the necessary time in the library to study or to do my homework. I always prefer to do my homework in the library than my room. I only
Mm-hmm.
go to my room to sleep or to uh, take a shower or change my clothes, something like that. But always I prefer to stay in the library. It's a really quiet place. It's a really good place to study and to focus in your subjects.
That's right. Yes, yes, yes. Well, let me tell you something. From my experience, I can say that our Tech students are very, very hardworking. Let me tell you that most of the time, the library is open 24 hours. Yes. And I had the opportunity to see that our Tech students were studying hard over there. Yes, I was part of the speed cubing club, and that was at night. So one day, I think it was around 11 at night, and I saw many HITech students who were studying over there. Wow, they were concentrated on their homework exercises, their projects. They were doing research. Wow, that is something that I really admire from our Tech students. And of course, Sebas, you are a clear example of that, of hard work, perseverance. You are a clear example of that. And another interesting thing that I can say about our Tech students is that they are very, very talented, very intelligent, very generous, and the most important, they are very humble. Like our special guest, Sebastian. Look, he's a great geologist. He has won an important recognition, but he's very, very humble. Sebas, congratulations for all your achievements. You are a good example for our new generations, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your good job, for your excellent and outstanding work, and you are a clear example of perseverance. Thank you so much, Sebastian.
Thank you to you, Mauricio. Your kind words.
Thank you so much. Okay, well, so now, Sebastian, it's time to play. All right, we are going to
Okay.
play the first game. Okay, as you can see, there you are, nine numbers. You are going to choose three numbers in total. I am going to give you three clues. And the idea of this game is to hide and reveal the hidden picture with the clues that I am going to give you. Okay, so please, Sebas, can you choose the first number, please?
Okay, maybe number three.
Number three. All right, good choice. Okay,
Oh,
all right. Well, this is the first clue. All right, Sebas, this is one of the inactive volcanoes from Ecuador. What could be? What could be? What
okay.
could it be?
Inactive volcano.
Yep, inactive volcano. Well, if you want, you can choose two more numbers. Okay.
Okay, maybe five.
Number five. Okay, let me see. Okay, number five. All right. This volcano is located in the north of Ecuador.
North of Ecuador. I'm pretty sure that is the Imbabura volcano.
That's right. Very good. Yes, yes, yes. There you are. That is Imbabura volcano. Yes. And look, the wonderful picture that we have here. Yeah, look, it is a really nice picture. Yes, one part of the, well, in fact, the whole part of the San Pablo Lake, is very close to this wonderful volcano. And yeah, it's a really place. Since we know that this show is being watched by many people around the world, we kindly invite you to come visit Ecuador and enjoy the beauty of our country. Yes, that is Imbabura volcano. All right, Sebas, have you ever climbed the Imbabura volcano? This is one of the questions that we have in the WhatsApp chat.
Yes, 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 yes. Of course, is climbing is like a hobby for a geologist. So
Yes.
I climbed the Imbabura volcano maybe I don't know at least three times to the top.
Wow. Hmm. Yes. Well, well, in fact, this is one of the favorite activities of our Tech students. Yes, when they have the chance, they like to go climbing this awesome volcano. Okay, very good. Thank you so much, and thank you so much to our Tech students who are watching this show right now. Okay, so now it's time to play our second game. Okay, so our second game is called the Curious Wheel. Okay, so Sebas, as you can see, there you are, a wheel. The wheel is divided into several sections. Each section contains contains two options. I am going to spin the wheel and I am going to ask you some questions, all right? You can choose only one option from the wheel, or maybe you can answer the question and you can say both, neither, and you have to tell us why. Okay, so let's see what is the first question. Okay, so Sebas, in your free time, which do you prefer, music or movies?
Okay, in my free time, uh, I think I prefer maybe movies and kind of documentals.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
So
Thank
yeah,
you. Very good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's see our next question. Okay, Sebas. Well, the next question is, which do you prefer, a car or a bike?
okay. Wow. I have a bike. I really like to biking. I like to bike, for example, from here to Urcuqui to Ibarra, here to Timbuyacu, here to San Blas, oh, to here to Hoja Blanca. I like to bike too much. Yeah, yeah. I could say I prefer bike, but uh, there are important things with a car because, for example, if I not have a car in my way of geologist, I could not travel to all the things that I need to see in Ecuador, in the geology part of Ecuador, and something like that. I think I could go in a bike, but it could take too much time and energy.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, yeah. Yeah, each means of transport has some advantages. Yeah, so it's okay. Perfect. Thank you, Sebas. All right, let's continue with our next question. All right. Okay, and our next question is, all right, Sebas, which do you prefer, winter or summer?
Okay, winter for sure. I prefer winter for sure, for sure, for sure. I don't know, but okay, summer is good. I don't know that it's bad, but I prefer winter for sure. I don't know, but I like the how is the weather in the winter. I love the rain. I love, for example, when I can see the snow. For example, here I can see in the winter days the snow in the Cotacachi volcano, or I can see more snow in the Cayambe. I really like the winter. I prefer that, and I can wear my favorite jacket.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, yes. That is a good reason. That's correct. Very good. Perfect. Let's continue, Sebas. Okay. And our next question is, all right, Sebas, which do you prefer, reading or writing?
Oh well. Mm, for sure, I prefer reading. Yeah, I love to read. I read a lot of books. I try. It's difficult when you don't have time, too much time, or you are tired, but I try to read at least one book each 1 month, 2 months, something like that. But I prefer reading. Maybe I don't like too much writing by hand because I don't have a good letter. I don't have a good letter writing. So always my mom says since I was a child, yeah, write. You need to have a good writing. You need to write with a good letter, but that's impossible. Sorry, mom.
All right. Well. I don't know where, but one day I read an interesting article about why doctors, sometimes when doctors write, yeah, it's a little bit
Yeah,
difficult to understand the handwriting. Yeah. But one day I
yeah.
read an article about that, and they said that most of those people who don't have a good handwriting is because they are very talented in a specific field. this is what I read from the article, and I think that yeah, yes, that could be that makes sense. Yeah, and probably Sebas, you are a clear example of a talented person. Yes, so look, it doesn't matter the handwriting. Here, the most important is your intelligence and also your spirit of being hardworking and very humble with other people.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Perfect.
Sometimes,
Okay.
sometimes it's difficult to write as fast as you think the things or you have an idea. So it's difficult to write as fast as that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes. I know, I know. Yes. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Okay, our next question is, all right, Sebas, which do you prefer? Facebook or YouTube?
Hmm. I think, yeah, I think I prefer Facebook. I think to compare time that I pass in Facebook or YouTube, I think Facebook may more. Maybe YouTube I use for search music or search certain tutorials or for something. That's good, but maybe in a free time could be Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Very good. And the last question from the Curious Wheel is, here we go. Okay, Sebas, which do you prefer, singing or dancing?
Okay, I don't know if I am a really good dancer. I prefer to say that I prefer to singing. I like too much the karaoke, so
Mhm.
for sure I prefer to singing.
All right, perfect. By the way, what kind of music do you like to listen? This is one of the questions from
Oh,
the WhatsApp chat.
well, okay. I don't know. It depends. I listen all kind of music. I can say that, for example, it's only an example. I
Mhm,
listen since, for example, K-pop until death metal,
mhm,
since BTS until Metallica, something like
uh-huh,
that. So I listen all the music. Also, I like to listen, for example, boleros, huyayais, folklore,
mhm,
música, folkloric music or music from Ecuador. So
mhm.
I like all the music. It depends of the moment. There is the perfect music for your for what are you doing in that way. Or
Mhm.
music is also good for the moment when you are doing your homeworks. So that's good.
Yes, 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 yes. That's great. Yeah, it's a good idea to be open-minded, yes, and enjoy all kind of music. Very good. Okay, very good. So that was the Curious Wheel. So now it's time to play the last game. All right, and our last game is called Let Us Know. Okay, so here we go. Okay, Sebas, as you can see, there you are, 15 cards. Okay, each card contains a question for you. Here we are going to know a little bit more about the things that you like or the things that you love. Okay, you are going to choose 5 cards in total. Okay, let's begin. Can you choose the first card, please?
The number six.
Number 6, and the question is, what's your favorite color?
Favorite color. Okay, I have two favorite colors for sure. That is black and white. I love that two colors. I love to combine that colors in my clothes. I love to combine that colors in all the things that I have. But I don't know how much time. But since I have memory, maybe that are my two favorite colors for sure. Black and white.
All right, perfect. Yes, those are nice colors. Okay, let's continue with the second card, please.
Okay, number four.
Number 4, and the question is, what was your favorite subject at primary school?
Wow, primary school. I
Many
don't.
years ago.
Yeah, many years ago. Maybe I like. I okay. I remember that I like too much what is, for example, mathematics in primary
Mhm.
school. I like too much mathematics. I am very good in mathematics or a subject that have numbers. Uh, I don't know. All the time I don't know why, but all the time I'm good in with numbers.
Okay, yes. That's right. Very good. Okay, those are our Tech students. Very good. Excellent. Okay, let's continue with the third card, please.
Okay, number 10.
Number 10. And the question is, what's your favorite sport?
Wow, my favorite sport. Hmm. I think my favorite sport to practice that I can practice maybe it could be biking or cycling. I like to see, for example, the Giro d'Italia, something like that. But for example, sports to see that I maybe I not practice, but I like to see. It could be football, soccer, or I don't know how to say this in English. I don't remember. I love Formula One.
Uh-huh.
Out-
Yes. Uh-huh.
So I
Race,
love too
car
much.
race. Uh-huh.
Yeah, car race, but the Formula One. So I love too much that I see Formula One since I was a child, and I know that Formula One because my mother loved that. So I love also this sport to see, to watch.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Thank you. Okay, let's continue with the fourth card.
Okay, number 11.
Number 11. And the question is, what's your favorite hobby?
Oh, my favorite hobby. Okay, my favorite hobby for sure, is photography.
Okay,
I
great.
I love to take pictures. In this moment that, for example, I have too much, maybe more time because I am graduated. I have a little more time because I am also working in different kind of projects with the university. I working in my own projects. I also have more time to work in my hobby. So I also my hobby I taking it is possible as a second profession, a secondary profession. So photography is, I don't know if it is my passion since also I was a child because when I see that in the primary school or no, in the secondary school, when I have my first phone, maybe with this kind of VGA camera, that is not really good camera, but that's not important for me. But I like to take photographies of all things that I see. So with the time, I see that I have good abilities in this kind of the photography. Also, in all of the field trips, I took the pictures. In all of the field trips, I took all the pictures. And for example, if the people of the geology school ask me about, hey, you have a picture of Luis, or you have a picture of Andy, or your partner, something like that. Yes, of course, I have pictures of him in the field trip, are really good pictures. But the bad thing about this is anyone have a good picture of me.
Yeah, that's a little bit funny. Yeah, okay. You are the
Yeah, that
cameraman. You are the official cameraman for your colleagues, for your friends, but nobody has taken a good picture of you.
yes,
Okay.
yes, that's right. I am the cameraman, and as I said, in this moment, I am taking this hobby as a secondary profession, if it is possible, and
Mhm.
I am uploading pictures, professional pictures, to my Instagram account. So, if the people want to follow me in the Instagram, please look for me as Bastian El Profe, please. You are going to
Um,
see really good pictures of Yachay also.
all right. So you have there a good collection of picture.
Yes, oof, yeah, I have a really good collection of pictures of Yachay of all my field trips in Ecuador, different places in Ecuador.
All right. So can you repeat the name of your Instagram? Because probably some of our EHTech students would like to know a little bit more about your pictures. How can they
Yes,
get information on Instagram? Can you repeat the name?
yes, of course. You can look me like my name, Bastian Gallegos, or Bastian guión bajo el profe,
All right.
because
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
yeah,
let me show you if that is correct or not. Okay, I think our production assistant is working that. What about that, Bastian? Then you have El Profe. Is that correct?
el profe, sí, el profe.
Aha, El Profe.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
that
correct.
that
Okay.
uh, el profe is my nickname in the
Oh,
university. All the people say me el profe.
okay, very good. So, yep. So if you want to see those wonderful pictures taken by Sebastian, so you can follow him on Instagram. There you are, the name on Instagram. All right, perfect, very good. Okay, and now let's continue with the last question. I think. All right, yes. Let's see. Ooh, can you choose the last card, please?
Yes, number one.
Number one. And the question is, what's your favorite kind of music? But I think you already answered this, so we can change it. Yes,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
yeah, you already answered that question. All right. So let's see. The last card, please.
Number eight.
Number eight. And the question is, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food. Okay. Wow. Wow. I love food. I love food. I like to cook. Sometimes I don't like to cook when I am alone because I don't know. I made too much food, but I am alone, so I don't know. It's too much food for me. But for example, my favorite food, I don't know if it's a specific food, but for example, I love churrasco. That is a
Mm-hmm.
special food that I love since my grandmother cooked for me churrasco, and since that moment, churrasco is the best for me.
All right. Well, now we know that churrasco is the favorite food of our special guest, Sebastián Gallegos. All right. Thank you so much, Sebas, for your answers. All right. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So we are almost done. So now, Sebas, it's time for the final three questions. Okay.
Okay,
And
perfect.
the first question is, Sebas, um, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
10 years. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Thinking about 10 years to the future is a long time. I'm
Uh-huh.
not I'm not a person who plans much for the future, especially so long into the future. But for example, maybe 5 years to the future, yes. But okay, let's see 10 years. Okay,
Okay.
in 10 years to the future, I'm sure I will see myself with my master degree, with okay, maybe my PhD. Yeah, maybe for sure. I'm working on some company or university in abroad, or forming here my own company. I would like to here in Ecuador to form a company about geophysics to geophysics studies. I'm not sure if in 10 years I see myself having a family, but for sure I find me completely realized with my profession.
Mm-hmm. Well, you are very young, Sebas, so we are completely sure that in 10 years, all your dreams will come true. Yes, we are completely sure. Okay, perfect. And now we have another question for you. Sebas, what country would you like to visit and why?
Wow, what country? Oof. As a geologist, I like to visit all the world. But okay, if I want to choose a country, maybe I could choose, for example, Jordania, maybe
Mhm,
Bahrain, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, because I like all these countries that are in the Middle East
mhm,
because of their culture, their history, the myth cities that are carved into the rock. For example, in pink sandstone, such as the pink city of Petra that is located in Jordania. So
mhm.
maybe I like all of these kind of countries in Middle East for the relation that have with the geology part of my life.
That's right. Okay, perfect. And the last question is, if you could make only three wishes, what would they be and why?
Wow, only three wishes that are that are too much for me. Okay, well, three wishes. It's hard to pick something to want right now. But okay, maybe that I think right now, first, I could choose world peace. And if that's not possible, even peace between Israel and Gaza, because
Mhm.
everything that has happened in the past days, this week, the last week, it's really terrible. So maybe my first wish would be that the peace between Israel and Gaza.
Yes, yes, yes. It's really sad, all the reality that, well, that we have in around the world, not only in those places, well, in Colombia as well, but well, from here, from Ecuador, we want to send a special greetings to that community. And yeah, we hope all the things come, all the problems, all the inconveniences can be overcome. And yeah, we need peace during this moments nowadays. All right, perfect. What about your other wishes, Sebas?
Okay, second wish would be what could be a second wish? To wish that there are no stray animals, that
Mhm.
all animals have a home worthy of their company and love. It's really hard to me to see these stray animals, these dogs, these cats. I love dogs, I love cats. And if
Mhm.
I would have the opportunity, the space, the money to take all of these animals that I see in the streets, that would be great because it's really really hard to me. I have many pets. I have three dogs and one cat in my home in Quito. And for example, there are too much for one house. There are four animals. So
Mhm.
for example, it's really hard to me when I see a dog or a cat in the street. It's really really hard. I love animals.
Mhm. Yes, very good. And what about your third wish?
Well, my last wish could what could be my last wish? My last wish would be to take my mother to travel the world, to know
Mhm.
as many countries as she wants. It's hard to think about it and feel powerless to be able to do it now because really, really, I want to take my mother and say, "Hey, mom, come here. We are going to take a nightclub tomorrow, and we are going, for example, to Mexico." Okay, my mother had the dream to know, for example, Egypt, India, Morocco, something like that, and this could be my third wish for sure.
Yes, but from my experience, Sebas, let me tell you that um, everything is possible. Dream big, because everything is possible. And of course, I am completely sure that someday you will take your mother and to different places around the world, because you are a great student, you are a great human being, and you deserve it. You deserve it. So just be patient, because I am completely sure that life has many surprises for you. Yes, yes, yes. All right, perfect, Sebas. All right, Sebas. Well, we have finished with the questions, but sorry, I have a question. Sorry, I am a little bit curious, but I would like to know what do you have? I would like to know what you have behind you on the wall.
Oh,
That
oh,
looks like a nice poster. Can you tell me briefly what about that?
oh yes, okay. This is a poster that I made for a presentation that is it's also in the AGU, but this is a virtual poster presentation.
All right.
So I gave this presentation that I remember is in maybe in January of 2019. So
Mhm.
this poster is about my thesis project, but it is about, for example, my thesis project, but at the half, without results, only with preliminary results. So wow, I don't know. I love this poster. I put this poster here because it's the I don't know. It's the picture, is the image that I can see every day that I woke up and I see that why I am here and why I am studying this and why I am always moving forward despite all the problems.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, yes, yes. That is your motivation, your inspiration to continue being a great geologist, a great human being. Yes, that's right. I really liked your poster. Really, really nice. Congratulations, Sebas, for that. Okay, so Sebas, we are almost done. So now it's time to read the messages that people sent us to our Facebook Live chat. And here we
Okay.
go. Master Pablo Mejia Maldonado, one of the best professors, says Class Pro expresses a bunch of gratitude as a sponsor and count with us at any time. Thank you so much, Master Pablo Mejia Maldonado, for watching Masterpiece Show. And of course, Class Pro is the best option for those people who wants to know a little bit more about social and educational projects. Thank you so much, Master Pablo Mejia, for watching Masterpiece Show. A Tech student Fernando says, incredible interview. Good luck and never give up. And congratulations on all your projects, Sebas. Thank you so much, Fernando. And look, Sebas is a clear example of perseverance. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching Masterpiece Show. Well, Fernando sent you a nice sticker. Well, here during the live session, we can't see it, but then you can check it out in the comment section. All right. Thank you so much for that sticker, Fernando. Another. Okay, here we have Belen Matabay. All right. Special greetings to Sebastian. Keep on going. Thank you so much, Belen. We wish you all the best for you as well. Thank you, Belen. And another EHA Tech student, Ayul says, awesome. And he sent you a nice sticker. Thank you so much, Ayul, for watching Masterpiece Show. And of course, we want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show right now. Special greetings to Juan Sebastian Santamaria. Thank you so much for watching Masterpiece Show. Jonathan Fernando, the fan number one of Masterpiece Show. Jazz Recalde, thank you so much, Jazz Recalde, for watching Masterpiece Show. Fernando, thank you so much for your message, Fernando. Belen Matabay, thank you so much, Belen, for your nice message. Patty Carwa, thank you so much, Patty, for watching Masterpiece Show. And of course, the students who send me these messages, special greetings to Saul. Thank you so much, Pablo. Thank you so much, Ivan. Thank you so much, Desiree, and thank you so much, Emma. Thank you so much to our EHA Tech students for your questions. Okay, very good. All right, so we are done, Seba. So if you like to tell us your last message or if you want to send a special greetings to someone, now you can do it.
Okay. No, okay. Thank you very much, Mauricio, for the invitation to the program. Thank you very much to all the people that are behind the screens watching me, and always wishing everyone, and especially Yacha students, the best to move forward despite any problems that arise in our lives. Our life is going to be with problems, but there is solution for everything. Okay, so not be afraid, only move forward all the time.
Okay, thank you so much for that wonderful message. Well, Sebas, thank you so much for being here in our show. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for sharing your awesome experience. We are very happy to have wonderful Yache Tech students who are doing their best around the world in different fields, and of course here in Ecuador, working very hard on their projects. Thank you so much for letting in us to share this awesome story. Thank you so much, and we wish you all the best for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mauricio.
All right, perfect. Well, before we close this wonderful interview, well, again, we want to send a special greetings to our sponsors. Thank you so much, Class Pro. And remember, if you need advisory for educational and social project, Class Pro is the best option for you. Class Pro offers you training for standardized tests, document translation, academic consulting, and more special services. Class Pro, the best solution for educational and social projects. Remember, Class Pro is located at Centro Comercial Artesanal in Quito, floor on the first floor, corridor number 1, store 105. If you want to talk to Master Pablo Mejia Maldonado, you can make an appointment in advance. There you are, the cell phone number, so you can contact him, and then you will have the chance to talk to Master Pablo Mejia Maldonado. Class Pro, the best solution for educational and social projects. Thank you so much, Yanapana Project. Remember, if you are learning Spanish or English and you need tutorings, remember that Yanapana Project offer this service for you. Yanapana Project offers document translation, academic consultant, and remember, if you want to practice your Spanish or English, they are offering this new service, the chat rooms, and the price is very, very reasonable for you. If you need more information about them, you can contact them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So there you are. And also, if you are interested in becoming a volunteer, Yanapana Project is recruiting volunteers to work in different fields. So you can get more information at www.yanapanaproject.org. All right. Thank you so much to our special sponsors for being part of Masterpiece Show. Okay, so, well, he is Sebastián Gallegos, and definitely his profile is a masterpiece. Thank you so much for watching Masterpiece Show. We really appreciate your messages and the good vibes that you send us to our show. So remember that we will have our special program, our special show on Saturday at 2 o'clock. So we will be waiting for you. So follow us on Facebook and YouTube. We are as Andy Visa Producciones. Thank you so much, Sebastian. Have a good night. Thank you so much for sharing your inspirational story. We will see you very, very soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.